Hey, good evening, beautiful people. I hope everyone is well and enjoying their Sunday night. Hi, how you doing? How you been? How's it feeling? How's it going? So good evening. Hope everybody can hear me. All right. So, hey, how you doing? Good evening and welcome to Let's Chat with me, Yolanda Morant. I am your host and commentator and all that wonderful stuff. Okay, so you do me a favor. Happy Sunday. Hope everybody had a great Sunday. And if you could do me a favor and like and share. You can just like and share. Click on the bottom of that. I'm going to make sure that we are live to the public, as sometimes when you go live for some reason, you're not live to the public. So I don't know if everybody sees me right away, okay? So I'm going to go live. I'm going to talk about some stuff and then we're going to, head out. All right. So good evening. How you doing? Salutations. Hola. Good evening. If you're talking, that means I don't see you talking. Okay. So hope everybody's good. Oh, my left is actually my right. All right. So everybody can't see me yet. So we'll fix that really quickly to make sure everybody can see me now. So good evening. Okay, now if you're talking again, I don't see you talking. So say hey, say hi, how you doing, or something. Make sure you can see me. And then I want you to do is follow me on all social media networks at Wild Praise. Okay, it's all social media networks at Wild Praise. WILDPRAIZE. Okay, so it's there. All right, so good evening. Hope everybody's well, and I hope you had a wonderful Sunday night or Sunday. I know a lot of us are still not able to be at our churches or be inside of our churches. So, not the greatest feeling in the world, actually, but the greatest feeling, though, is that you're safe, that you're doing all right. That's what's most important. So as you can see, I have long hair today. The wonders of beauty. All right. So what's good? What's happening, everybody? If you're here, please say hi. How you doing? What's going on? And let's see what to talk about. First, I just want to encourage you. As we know, the inauguration is this week, and I saw a couple of things encouraging people to be careful. So what I want to encourage is that you really just be careful. No matter what state you're in, where you're at, just be careful. Watch your surroundings. Watch where you're going. Especially, I really want to say all people, no matter your color or gender, just be careful. But especially ladies, just as we used to say, kids, be at home before the street lights come on. Just be careful. Where you're going. Where you're headed through the night and stuff like that. Is people are not happy about the shift that's about to happen, and so because of that, it's people are not acting like they should. So I just want to encourage you to be careful, okay? Like really, really seriously, be cautious to where you're going. So the other part is there's a lot. Let's see. So last week we talked about health, which is going to be a continuous conversation in the sense of I'm always going to, maybe have something to remind you. I also rebooted Wild Praise health support group. I'm going to tell you the exact name of it, actually, so you can meet us there. It's called Wild Praise Health and Weight Loss Support. So I would love for you to join me there. I'm actually going to put the link to it here in this broadcast, and you can join me if you're watching from YouTube. But you're on Facebook. It's called Wild Praise WILDPRAIZE, health and the ampersand weight loss support. And we started that because I have a really good friend by the name of Jason Brown who challenged me to talk about health, because so many of us, may not necessarily be on the right track as far as health is concerned. And so he really challenged me like majorly to talk about that. So we talked about that last week, and just how to better your health and why it's so important, more than just, if you're a performer or you do something in the arts, more than just being able to do that for a long time, just to live a long time. So you can follow it again at Wild Praise. I keep forgetting Wild Praise because it used to be called something different. So Wild Praise Health and Weight Loss Support. It's an open group. Anybody can join. Okay, so it's open to the public. It is a group, but the group is open to the public. Okay, so you're more than welcome to join that group if you would like. And I won't overbear you with a whole bunch of stuff. That's not my goal. My goal is just to have something that people can come to that support for, but you can post your weight loss journey, if that's what you're on, or your health journey. And it may mean your mental health, maybe you know of a great therapist or a therapist, or counselor, therapist. Maybe maybe you've tried the apple cider vinegar and it really worked for you. It does work. The apple cider vinegar. So what you may say, what is that? Well, apple cider, actually just pure apple cider, or apple cider vinegar is what I really should say. Apple cider vinegar actually has an enormous amount of health benefits. One being it helps to regulate your digestive system. So all you have to do is drink a cap full. You can drink a cap to two capfuls. So what you could do is sorry, I'm trying to get my hair right because it's on the other side. Okay, so what you could do is take 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, just 2. I don't really need any more than that. 2 tablespoons to about 6 ounces to water, and drink it first thing in the morning. Now, most people don't like the way it tastes, but I mean, it's a small, thing for a major benefit. So I encourage drinking it early in the morning or when you first wake up in the morning. Maybe drink it first, then brush your teeth, because it can, kind of stain your teeth a little bit. I mean, but you have to drink a large amount. But I would encourage you drink it first thing in the morning. It helps as an appetite suppressant. And it does work. Now, I'm going to be honest, I've even done it, not done it, but it does work. I like the liquid better, because you just do the 2 capfuls, 2 tablespoons, and a cup about 6 ounces of water, and you chug it down, and then you can start your day. And it helps you get a little water in you before the day starts. If not, then there are apple cider vinegar pills. You can buy them at Walmart for as low as like $10. And then there are these other pills, like I think they're called Google-I. I'll say it wrong, but I think it's Goli, and they are apple cider vinegar gummies. I think they're more potent in the amount of apple cider vinegar that may be in it. Now, for me, I haven't tried them, but I did hear they work. So, budget pending. Hi, how are you? So budget pending, okay, whatever your budget is, there's several options if you want to try the apple cider vinegar lane. Again, it's apple cider vinegar. You can find it anywhere. I mean, literally, you can find it anywhere in your local grocery store, in Walmart, Target, literally anywhere. But what you want to make sure you do is when you get the apple cider vinegar, you want to make sure you buy it with the mother in it. I think I'm being honest, I'm not sure why it needs to have the mother in it. But I think the mother part is maybe, if you remove that part, it may remove maybe the benefits, or it's like when you cook vegetables down too long. kind of feel. So make sure you buy the apple cider vinegar with the mother in it. And then when you buy that, all you do is use water to some people add lemon. You can do the apple cider vinegar lemon concoction. Some people add honey for taste. You just want to add just a smidge, not a whole lot. And you add that to about 6 ounces of water, chug it down, start your day. It does work for appetite suppressant. Now, my personal opinion, you still have to exercise. You still have to get up and move. So that's what's all in the group. Okay, so it's Wild Praise, weight is Wild Praise, health and weight loss support. And inside of there, you'll find, we're going to have recipes, you'll find weight loss videos, workout videos, all kinds of stuff. But again, I want to be clear, this is not necessarily just all about weight loss, because you can lose a whole bunch of weight and still be unhealthy. So this is about overall health, all right? Just overall health. So we're going to keep having conversations like that, or we just may, sneak something in. We are going to do a conversation with JB here soon, and some other people too. I've been saying that for a while, but I've just, COVID happened, and so it kind of threw some things off a little bit. So other than that, if you have not been on the newest digital app that everybody's talking about called Clubhouse, you are missing out. That is for sure. So Clubhouse is a audio only app. Let me be clear. It is audio only, and it is for Apple. It is currently only only for Apple users. So you have to be an Apple user. You have to have some type of Apple product. That can be a phone, an iPhone, or it can be an iPad. It possibly could even be a computer, but the invitation is by invitation, which is sent to you a phone number, the invitation only. But it's really, really cool. And I know people have been very hesitant about Clubhouse if you have the access to it, or if you have an iPhone, you're like, I don't know by hearing people talk, but I'm gonna be honest, felt the same way. That's how I met you. This is my username. Oh, hi, Miss Donna. Hi, Miss Donna. See, I met Miss Donna through Clubhouse. So that tells you right there. Clubhouse, this is what I want to encourage you to do. If someone sends you an invite, don't be closed. Don't say, well, I don't need that. It's just another app. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think it's just that. I think what I feel like Clubhouse is doing is Clubhouse is causing us to have conversation again. So, growing up, pending the generation you grew up in, but I grew up, I am in the X generation. And so I grew up in the 90s, from the 79 baby. And so from the 80s and 80s and 90s, we grew up, we didn't have cell phones. If you did, they were really, really super expensive. So we didn't have cell phones. So we had to, you come home from school, you do your homework, you go play outside. So, and then when dinner time came available, when dinner was ready, you sat down at the table and ate dinner with your family, and you talked about your day. And even though I know a lot is going on now, we eat in front of the TV. That's me. We eat in front of the TV. We'll eat while we're working. That's me. So we do all of those things, but we're not really having a lot of conversation anymore. Our cell phones, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, TikTok. Just we're on so many devices that don't create the ability for us just to have conversation without filters, without photos, without ring lights, without any of that. So I'm not saying that's all that, that is all that Clubhouse is, but that's a lot of it. There are profiles, but it's only your picture and bio. That's it. There's no clicking, there's no liking. Not inside the app at all. It's all audio, and there are all these rooms where people can go in and talk about and have different conversations. And listen, the conversations are broad. There's church, people, talking about prophecy. There are people talking. There's a lot of secular, like hip hop and R&B and real estate and get your money. How'd you lose it? And I mean, it's just all kind of conversations there. So don't be closed. That's why I want to encourage you in 2021, which is weird to say that we're in 2021. I thought we'd be flying in cars by now, but this is what I really want to encourage you to do. Be open. Your life can expand the way you would like it to if you walk around like this all the time. I was not kind of open to Clubhouse at first either. I was very kind of like, nah, I like to see people talk, and I like the body language and this and this and that. But man, I've been on Clubhouse for 2 days because it's, number one, it's kind of a little addictive because you get to be in these massive rooms with people you never thought you have conversation with. Like I was in a room about a week ago, Dietrich Haddon, Tasha Page Lockhart. These are all gospel people, but Dietrich Haddon, Tasha Page Lockhart, radio people, Bishop Marvin Sapp, and the list goes on. I was in another room where we were talking about grief, where I met Miss Donna before the grief room, but we were talking about grief. I've been in another room where they're talking about beauty and, the beauty industry. I was in another room with some young ladies. This was really dope. The other night I was in a room that was small. So that's the other thing I want to tell you. I don't always think the big rooms got the magic. They do. But sometimes small, man, we have this thing where we feel like we have to do everything big at one time. We say, do it big, but you can do it big, but start little by little. Hope that makes sense. We serve a big God and we're supposed to do things. He is big and you got to do it big. Big, right? You got to do it big. That's it, ain't it, right? And you got to do it big. Okay. So you got to do it big, right? But sometimes what happens in our desire to do something really big, we forget all of the small, we forget all the parts that go inside of it. So what I want to encourage is sometimes we want to do this massive thing, but you got to start somewhere. So just start with parts. Start with, I said I was going to make sure I have them there. All right. So the Bible talks about write the vision and make it plain, right? So you got to write the vision. Now, y'all can ask me, do I have these notebooks? Because I don't. I got this notebook at Burlington, but I love writing. I've been like this since I was a kid. And I love pretty things and I love notebooks. So when I saw it, it said hustle hard girl. I bought it. It was only $6 at Burlington. So you might find something like this. And let me tell you, if you go to places like Ross, TJ Maxx, Burlington, you can find the nicest, even if you're a guy, okay? I won't say even if you're a guy, even for guys, you can find, I mean, I know some guys wouldn't go for this, but you can find the nicest notebooks and things like that. I love pens. So the Bible talks about, I say this to say, you got to write the vision. You need these two together. You got to write the vision and make it plain. So you got to start there. You got to write it down and then break it down into parts. So let's say you want to save, make it something simple, right? Let's say you want to save $1,000 by the summer. Okay, where do you start? What do you have to pull back from? What do you need to count? What subscriptions do you not like? I'm saying this really, I always be talking to myself. Like, do you need Stars and BET Plus and Netflix and Hulu subscription? What subscription can you cancel and still have a little bit, right? Like, I can't go without Hulu if I can still have Disney, right? So I'm just saying as an example of something you could do if you have a goal like that. Or you say, by the summer, I want to sell lashes, okay? So then you need to find what type of lashes work. What type of audience do you have? It doesn't need to be like flutters like these, like long and fluffy like these. Or do they need to be simple? Who's the distributor? Where do you find them? What cost? How much you're gonna sell them for, right? Instead of just saying I'm gonna sell lashes and you get a website and you don't have So I'm just saying, start small and then keep building, but don't not do anything. That's not the point. You got to start somewhere, right? You got to start somewhere, write the vision, write it down, then break it down into parts and then go. So I said that to say these small rooms, I gave you that little, nugget to say these small rooms are powerful too on Clubhouse. So I came into a room kind of by accident. I kind of clicked by accident, and man, these young ladies were talking about their brands, which is a brand I want to shout out on here. So I'm gonna find this brand real quick. I'm talking this brand I wanted to shout out on here, where a young lady created masks and bonnets for healthcare workers. And what I thought was so phenomenal about what she's doing is this is the really cool part. They're actually made. Her target audience is African American women. Now, I'm not saying women of other ethnicities cannot use it, but the reason I believe it's targeted for African American women is because inside of the bonnet that you would wear, like if you're in the hospital, right, you have to wear like this cap when you're like, sometimes when you're walking around the hospital, certain hospitals or whatever have, you may not be able to have your hair out. Then guess what? Inside of the bonnet is satin. I thought this was so dope. Like when she was talking about how she started this. And so I'm going to post her link on this. I'm going to post her link here. I don't know who's all watching, but if you would like and share, I greatly appreciate it. But I just posted her link here, and you can check it out. I think this was the coolest thing, that she decided to make a mask and bonnet for healthcare workers. And inside of it is satin. We may say, why is that a big deal? Because African American women, when you ever see a girl, she can't, how can I say this? You ever see a girl and she's like got this bonnet wrapped around her, bonnet on her head, or she's got this scarf, she's trying to protect her hair or maintain the style. So the best way to do that is to wear a satin bonnet or a material made of satin, as satin best protects your hair. Cotton absorbs oils, and it's actually not good at all. So like all the ladies, if you still roll, my mom rolled her hair up at night. But what happened is the roller, the material that the roller is made up of can cause your hair to be dried out. Just a little. I told you I love the beauty industry, so I could sit in the salon all day. So I always asked a whole bunch of questions when I was in the chair. I have a lot of hair friends. So that's why I think it was Motion's Hairline came out with the rollers that had the satin on them, because satin is better. So I just posted the link for that. I think it's a really phenomenal thing that she's doing. And I say that to say, we were in this room, we were chilling, we were all talking. I gave my thoughts. Connected with some of these young ladies, and inside walks a guy who does brand marketing, and he has a massive following. It was like 1:00 in the morning, and he just started giving them tips on how to pitch, on how to do this, on how to do that. And before you knew, we were all connecting with this guy. Like he is, if he's not already where he wants to be, he's definitely like not too far away. And like this guy is somebody to know. And bow, Pam, it happened. Bow, Pam, it happened. So I say all that to you to say, don't be afraid of Clubhouse. You don't have to spend every waking moment there. People do things like meditating rooms. People do writing rooms where they say, okay, write something, just write something for 15 minutes, and they put some music on and people write. I mean, there's all kind of stuff there. There's rooms where I heard about rooms where people who have a tendency to not to stay on task, they have rooms for that, where they give you whatever it is you're trying to do. They say, okay, you have this amount of time to try to get it done. And it's just support. So it's a really cool place if it's something that you would, like to be a part of your life. I'm just encouraging you not to be closed about it. All right. So there's, again, the inaugural celebration is going on this week, I believe. And so, again, I want to encourage you to be careful when you're out and about. It's, a lot is going on and a lot is happening. So it's super ultra important that you be safe. That's the first part. If you're going to any of these activities, which I'm sure they're encouraging most people maybe to stay home, be sure that you be careful. Hi, Qualisha. I hope I say that right. Okay, so I'm sold. I'm going to join. Oh, please join. I have my pearls ready. You're joining who? What are you joining? Tell me what you're joining. Tell me what you're joining. And so, let's see. I want to tell you guys about one thing that is going on during the inaugural celebration. And I believe you can watch it online. Let me see if I can find the information right here. Yeah. So be sure you're following me on all social media networks. That's the first part. Be sure you're following me on all social media networks. You're like, gee, it's Stalin. I am Stalin because I want to tell you the club. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You can join. Anybody can join the club. I hope you mean the weight loss club. Yeah, anybody can join. It's open to the public. If that's, I hope that's what you mean. If that's what you're talking about, I hope. Oh, the present for your inauguration day. Oh, wow. Very nice. Oh, yeah. I'm excited about this inauguration. I think it's going to be really, really super ultra cool. So I want to tell you something that is going on during their inauguration. There is the 2021 inauguration gospel celebration. So you can purchase your tickets at the 2021igc.org. And I'm trying to find the actual, but it's going to be like Dietrich Haddon, Fred Hammond, Leandria Johnson. It's going to be quite a few gospel artists on that bill. It's going to be super, super, super dope. So, yeah, y'all gotta go to that. That's going to be like really good. I mean, I believe you can buy your tickets online if you planned on going to the celebration at all. So I'll drop that information here too, but I thought that was something really cool. They're asking women to wear them on the day and take a picture. Oh, thank you. Okay, so I didn't know about that. So, Qualisha, I hope I said your name right, said that on the day of the inauguration, they're asking women to wear pearls and take a photo and post it, I assume. So I have pearls. So I would do that. Okay. So here, I will make sure I find all the information and post it. So you need pearls and you need to put them on, take a picture, put something cute on. That means you got to do your face, ladies, and then take a picture and post that. So make sure you do that. Okay, yes, I got it. Yes, I got it. Okay, I want to tell you about the inaugural. So the inaugural gospel celebration, it is, so it's premiering 8:00 on the 20th. Excuse me. Okay, it's premiering on the 20th. You have to purchase tickets at the 2021igc.org. It'll be JJ Harrison, Todd Delaney, Fred Hammond, Leandria Johnson, and a couple other gospel artists. This is going to be really, really dope, y'all. So be sure that you make sure you check that out. so that we can all support each other, right? That's like really, really super duper duper important. Pearls and Chucks for RH Breder. Pearls and Chucks. I can do some pearls and chucks. That might be all right. It might be all right. All right. So I don't have a lot of stuff today, but I want to be sure that you stay in touch with me. I have a lot of things in the works. I always have things in the works, actually, but I'm working on something. So I was to update you. I was supposed to have music actually completed, but I'm choosing to go get some things cleaned up, and so due to COVID, we've been, paused. So I'm working on some ideas so that I can, stay in tune with what's going on. And if you are in the Atlanta area, I will be in Atlanta February 6th through the 8th. I'll be in Atlanta, Georgia. I never announce it. I never tell anybody. But I'll be in Atlanta, and I would, if you're out seeing people, I'd love to see you, or at least wave. All right. So creatives, just be sure you're doing all you can do. Don't wear yourself out. It's okay. Today is the first time I've touched my computer. I haven't touched my computer in hours. And even yesterday, I just took some time to breathe, and I just didn't do a whole lot. And I feel really great. I got up, I cleaned my house. I just needed some time to breathe, put some lashes on today. So I just want to encourage you to, it's okay to take a step back, breathe, and just woosah. We all need that every now and then. I also want to encourage, if you are a business owner, okay, a couple things, and then I'm going to pray. Okay, just a couple things. So if you're on Instagram, actually, if you're on any social media network and you own a business, your social media needs to be open to the public, right? So if you own a business, if you sell masks, if you sell t-shirts, if you sell pearls, whatever it is you do, if your social media, and I see this a lot on Instagram, if your Instagram is private, people can't support you. People can't support what they don't know about y'all. And I know some people say, well, I'm really private. And social media is made to be social, but you do have the right to be private if you would like. That's why it's there. But if you want to keep it your social media private, then open up a business social media. Open up a business when it's just for your business only, and everything else you can keep it private to yourself. But open up the one for your business so people can support you, so we can buy from you. We can't support what's not there. A lot of times people say, no one supports me. Well, but you're making the people follow you. And sometimes when people are forced to follow you, they may not be as apt to support you. So don't make the people follow you. Open your social media up, open your Twitter up, open your Facebook up. Let people know what you're doing. The other part is, if you are I saw this a lot. I saw this a lot last week, and I want to make mention of it too. If you are a singer, pastor, preacher, church, business, and you have not updated your Facebook. When I say your Facebook, first of all, on Facebook, actually, people don't know this, may not know this, on the side of Facebook, you can put in your actual URLs, your Instagram, your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter, and other social media networks you may be a part of. So that's number one. You can put that right on the side. You can put a code underneath your photo. Just go back and clean all that stuff up. Make sure it's updated. Also, Ruth Bradner Ginsengberg. Oh, nice. Ruth Bradner Ginsengberg. I had to say that name a couple times. Yes, Miss Donna. Make sure you go back and update your Facebook business or public page. Okay, so it's like your business page. You may have a page of your choir director, or you have a choir, a group, or you have a business. I noticed because sometimes I have to pull pictures from people's Instagrams or Facebooks or something like that when I'm working. And I noticed some people had not updated in like 6 months, a year, so go back and update, post your latest. Listen, if you have a project that you put out, let's say a year ago, the music can still live. Go back and post something fresh about the music. Encourage people to go back and get your song. Even if you have a promo that someone created for you and it says now available, not with the date, but it says now available, go post that again. Like people can't support. And sometimes if you're looking for big dollars, they want to see that you are, you're pushing yourself. But people may not be apt to support you if your last post was a year ago. The other part I just thought about, if you're a business, right? Let's say you sell something simple. Let's say you sell masks, but your last post on your Facebook business page was a year ago. People may not purchase your product because they may not think you're a real business. I know this sounds crazy, but people may feel like, well, if they're not posting, are they really authentic? Is it just a spam? Is it just a scam? All those kind of stuff. So just take a moment, tonight, this week, and go back and just clean some of that stuff up. Go back. Some posts, we've had, we can delete, just go back and clean it up, especially if you have a Facebook business or Facebook, like what is it called? Facebook business or Facebook public page, or public figure page. Do any of those type of areas, go back, clean that stuff up, and post something, and then just make it, just remind yourself, put it in your calendar to post something at least once a week at minimum. If you do something at least once a week, then it'll be easier for people to support you. Okay. So I want to remind you something Miss Donna said. Miss Qualisha actually said it. So let me go back to Miss Qualisha. They're actually asking women to wear pearls on Inaugural Day, on Inauguration Day. So what you do is you wear pearls, you take a pretty picture, and you post it. All right. So take a pretty picture in your pearls and you post it. All right. I'll find more solid information about that. Okay. Oh, thank you, Miss Donna. You put that, you helped the other part come together. Okay. And we're doing it in honor of Ruth, the judge, Ruth Jensenberg, who always wore pearls, I assume. So please, if you have pearls available to you, and and I'm gonna tell you a little secret. You can go down to probably like an inexpensive store. If you have real pearls, you do. But if you don't have real pearls, and they may not be in the budget, then you can go down to sometimes like a beauty supply. I know, but listen, you can go down to a beauty supply store, or you can go out maybe to a lower discount store, and then you can just grab some pearls, put them in like a satin bag, and they'll last for a little while. Okay. So, and chucks. So we're doing pearls and chucks for Kamala, the pearls for Judge Jensenberg, and they'll be out. Okay. The pearls from Judge Jensenberg and the chucks for Kamala. And because the new vice president is an AKA, and they're known for pearls. Oh, so pearls and chucks. That's different. I have some chucks. I haven't worn them in a long time. Well, we can do that. She wears pearls a lot. So yes, our new female vice president is a chuck wearer. The shoes, our Converse chucks. We're gonna do chucks and pearls. That's gonna be good. Okay. Gotta dig in my closet. See if I have some pearls. All right. So gave you some really good nuggets tonight. I didn't necessarily have a subject, but I just always want to make sure I come here and encourage, uplift, all those kind of great things. And listen, again, if you're a business owner, get all your stuff up to date, get your website fixed. Like I just went to my website, yolandamorant.com, which is more dedicated to my music component. And I noticed my site wasn't up. It's all paid, everything's intact. There's just something on the back end that went fluke. So we're going to get it fixed immediately. So sometimes those things happen, and because we don't necessarily always frequent our websites, we don't know those flukes have happened. So just want to encourage you, go back through, make sure your stuff is tight. If you're on Instagram, make sure that your buy people can find you. Whatever you do is clear. If you own a business, when we go onto your Instagram, whatever you should do should be clear. If you sell masks, but all we see is shoes, it's not clear. Make sure whatever you do, it's clear. It's on top. I'll be on your game. All right. So that's all I have. I don't really have a whole lot. I have a lot of things upcoming, and so I'm not going to keep you waiting much longer. I do have some things upcoming. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But I want to pray as I always do, and then I take this party to Instagram for a couple minutes where we recap about tonight's show, and then I hop over to Clubhouse. And so that's what we do on Sunday nights. And so please keep me lifted always. And I miss church really bad. And so I haven't been inside my church, Half Life Church, since March of last year. We have not had any physical services. I have been in some church buildings, but not a whole lot. I did travel some 2020, not a whole lot. I didn't even go home for Christmas because my mom, we just agreed it was not safe. So be careful out here in these streets, y'all. Please be careful. Hi, everybody. So be careful out in these streets. All right, so let's pray. And then next week, we'll be back here. Same time, same channel right here on Facebook at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And next week, I definitely will have a guest for sure. We can get this party moving. All right. So we thank you, Lord, for this day. We thank you for life, health, and strength. We thank you for everything you've done, everything you're doing, and everything you're going to do. God, I thank you for your grace, your compassion, and your truth. You are an amazing God, and you always do amazing things. Thank you for keeping us and protecting us from danger seen and unseen. And so, God, I pray that you cover your people, this nation, as we walk through a shift, as the power is shifting from one person to another. It hasn't been an easy race, but we thank you that we're at the end of it. And so I pray, Lord God, that you protect the new incoming president and the new incoming vice president. God, not only protect their physical bodies, but protect their mental space, God. I pray that they have the right people around them to help them do what it is they have been called and selected to do. So I pray, God, that you protect them every single day of their lives, God. With this protection, God, send that extra dose of protection around them every single day. God, protect their families, protect their coming and their going. And so we thank you, Lord God, that as we're shifting power, that things will shift in our country. That things will not be the way they've always been. But ultimately, all power belongs to you. And so at the end of the day, it is what you say. So we trust you in all things, in all spaces, in all places. God, I pray that you touch every creative that may be watching or that will watch. Thank you for our minds. Thank you for our abilities. Thank you for our gifts. God, I pray that we learn to be open. God, that we expand from the north to the south, the east to the west. God, open doors after door. God, help our money to get right. God, help our health to be intact. God, help our mental space to be moving the way it's supposed to move. God, we thank you for the gifts you've given us, and we pray that we continually use the gifts that you've given us to help people laugh, help people grow, help people smile, help people to build, help people to connect. God, help people to tell their stories. We thank you for being such an amazing God in our lives. I thank you for all the people who watched. tonight. It's not always about massive numbers, but it's about reaching people and helping maybe just one person at a time. And so we give you praise and we give you glory because you are a great God and you do great things. In Jesus' name we do pray. Amen. Thank you for watching. You can find me on Instagram at wildpraise, WILDPRAIZE, or Yolanda Morant. You can find me on all those spaces on Instagram. Hit me up anytime. And don't be a stranger. Take care.